question then, because you can do both of these. You can do drip campaigns. You can do trigger campaigns with email. You can also do it with marketing automation. What's the best vehicle for delivering more timely and relevant engagement? And so
let's get ready to rumble!
All right, so maybe we're not going to rumble, but we are going to look at the trade-offs. If you have marketing automation in your corner, what can you get out of it? If you have email marketing in your corner, what can you get out of it? And so this is where we start to define, what's the difference here? Why are we even on this webinar today? I really want to understand, if I'm using email, how do I get to start using marketing automation, and why should I do it? And so I think the first thing we're going to list out is the differences. And, as I said before, both technologies can do drip marketing tactics. You can basically set up a series of intervals, time intervals, to communicate with prospects. Both of them do event-based email communications. If you want to trigger an email campaign off of someone clicking on a campaign, most email marketing providers will do that. Marketing automation also does that. CRM integration. While some email marketing providers do have CRM integration, marketing automation does as well. The robustness of that CRM integration, the value you're going to derive from it, is very different, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Business rules and automated engagement. Yeah, you can set up rules in email, and so you're thinking to yourself, well, geez, these look almost identical, so this is my problem. That's why I'm using email today and not marketing automation, because it feels like these are kind of the same thing to me. And really, what you're forgetting is some of this multi-channel engagement is not addressed in an email marketing tool. So when you start to think about business rules to route leads appropriately to sales, or to identify which leads are not ready to talk to sales yet, and you should just be educating them about their problems that they might have. Or across multiple channels, monitoring and engaging those prospects, that's where marketing automation starts to shine. So let's look at this from just a holistic standpoint. In the beginning of the presentation, we talked about different technologies that exist within small businesses. And I did say this already. 8 out of 10 small business marketers use 3 or more technologies. So let's say you've got web analytics out there, and it's siloed, and it's unique, and it's out there on its own, and you've got CRM, and you have email marketing. So let's explore in more detail what email marketing is actually delivering for your organization. And I said this before, that 8 out of 10 small business marketers use 3 or more marketing technologies. And so if you think about it, you've got all these different technologies that exist that are really channel specific. You've got web analytics out there, and you're looking at and optimizing your website, and maybe CRM is out there, and I know those are cut off. They're supposed to be. They're in the void. And email marketing. And for many small businesses, email marketing is a very compelling solution. I mean, it does provide, obviously, email. There's usually some social media element to it where you're able to link the social media channel with email. Some email technologies have mobile and list management. So you're getting fundamentally some level of integration throughout channels. The problem is disparate systems create disparate customer experiences. And if there's no link to facilitate communication across different channels, then you're really not able to provide a compelling customer experience. And I think what's really powerful is I just said that email was a good and useful tool. And what's exciting is when you look at marketing automation and you basically start to look at what marketing automation can provide for your organization, it's all those same benefits as email marketing, except you're adding in one system, web analytics and landing page and registrations. You're adding in business rules to link those 2 channels together, to link social and all the other channels, and you're adding CRM integration so that you're really handing off the leads at the right time for sales, and they're talking to the right level of qualified opportunity. So it's all about one system to manage multiple channels, automation and personalized engagement, and transparency into sales and marketing performance. So let's give an example here. Let's figure out why this is so important. And let's say we have 2 prospects, and one's Gordon, and he's a prospect for anger management software, if there is such a thing, and he doesn't know it exists. So he's just kind of out there, and he's angry. And then you have Tina, who needs project management software, and she's comparing features and functions. Now, both of these prospects are at very different stages of the buying cycle. First important thing to note. So manually interacting with each prospect isn't really possible with an email marketing tool unless you've basically segmented those different individuals at each stage in the buying cycle. And the other caveat to this is a single channel, email alone, really isn't realistic, because probably Tina's out there looking at websites and looking at what people are talking about from different project management software, and she's evaluating features and functions. And Gordon just doesn't give a junk at all. So how do you engage with them? Well, if you're using an email or a marketing automation tool, you're trying to create a relationship. So for Gordon, let's say a friend of his forwarded an email campaign that they got, and they did it on Facebook, and he saw it, and he goes, oh, there's a software that can help me, and I'm interested in self-improvement. So he clicks on the link, and he goes to a website, and he fills out a landing page. You can then trigger an email campaign that is very specific to the information he put on that landing page. You now know what product information, how to target this individual and where they are. I mean, he's just looking for information, so you don't want to try to sell to him or connect him with sales. You just want to educate him on what you can do. And for Tina, she's out there looking at websites, and she starts to look at resources that are very specific to features and functions. You know this person is doggone ready to talk to a salesperson because they're evaluating this at a very detailed level. So you can route them appropriately to sales. And that's where marketing automation really starts to excel over email marketing. So let's look at those benefits. What can you accomplish with a marketing automation tool that you can't with email marketing? Well, first and foremost, it's that multi-channel nurture marketing campaign that you can do with a marketing automation solution that's just not going to get you there with email marketing. And you can really focus on prospects that aren't ready to buy. You can keep them in a cycle, in an automated cycle, to keep nurturing them and educating them and being really a trusted advisor for those individuals. You can pre-qualify sales opportunities for finite sales resources to focus on short-term opportunities. Again, if these people aren't ready to buy yet, just educate them. Stay in touch with them. But don't push them over to sales and let sales try to, qualify the opportunity. It's a waste of time. You have limited resources in a small business, and you need them to focus on real short-term opportunities. You also want to centralize prospect activity so you have a consistent visibility. So when that person goes over to sales, they can see, oh, this person was at the website, they looked at this, they got this email campaign, they clicked on it or they didn't. It makes it very easy for them to engage the prospect with a more relevant communication. And finally, that CRM integration, which provides sales visibility into marketing activity, like I just said, across the different channels.